He approached the target disguised as a bodyguard, thinking the plan was flawless. But he didn't know that this woman had been dreaming of him for 5 years. This woman is called Ying Tian, and she is a top actress in the entertainment industry. For 5 years in a row, she would have sex with a man who couldn't see his face clearly in her dreams. She didn't know if it was a trauma or a sign. And this man, codenamed Jin Xi, is the heir of the Jin family of political and business families. 5 years ago, he was involved in a car accident while investigating the underworld syndicate in Harbor City. After waking up, I lost my memory and only had a photo of Ying Tian by my side. He determined that this woman had something to do with the truth about his amnesia. So fake identity become her bodyguard, waiting for an opportunity to investigate. The first time we met, Ying Tian felt an inexplicable familiarity. She kept probing with frivolous words and ambiguous movements. Watching the reaction of this cold bodyguard, and Jin Xi calmly analyzed her behavior pattern in every contact, trying to find any flaws. But he did not expect that Ying Tian was firmly controlled by the boss of the brokerage company and her childhood sweetheart, Shang Li Bai. Shang Li Bai used public opinion to bind her to himself, creating a CP character of tyrant and female stars, which was actually an emotional imprisonment. Soon, a new threat emerged. New actress Ryan Airborne Crew. She is the new love of Shang Li Bai. Everywhere for Ying Tian. In a filming accident, Ryan deliberately anged many times, causing Ying Tian to be repeatedly splashed in cold water. Then, she directed and acted out a bitter trick of being hurt by the screen, pointing the spear directly at Ying Tian. Online public opinion exploded in an instant, and everyone thought it was necessary to bully newcomers. Shang Li Bai called to care, but in fact asked. When everyone distrusted her, only Jin Xi was calmly collecting evidence. He found the reporters at the scene and got the full video of Ryan himself knocking down the screen. In front of the whole crew, Ying Tian was innocent. This time, Ying Tian was completely shaken. This man can always appear at the most critical moment, giving her absolute security. She began to overlap the blurry figure in her dream with Jin Xi's face. After getting drunk once, she mistook Jin Xi for the person in her dream and took the initiative to offer a kiss. And Jin Xi's heart also caused waves. He was supposed to be a ruthless investigator, but he invested his true emotions in the protection again and again. He reminded himself that everything was a disguise, but his body's reaction couldn't fool anyone. Meanwhile, Ryan's revenge intensified. She bribed the crew to take Ying Tian to a remote warehouse in an attempt to ruin her face. Jin Xi noticed the abnormality and arrived in time. He kicked open the door with one foot, protected Ying Tian behind him, and solved all the thugs neatly. He held Ying Tian, who was still in shock, and gave instructions in a cold tone. From now on, don't leave his sight without his permission. Ying Tian looked at him and felt for the first time that this domineering possessiveness made her feel extremely at ease. Jin Xi's investigation is also in-depth. He asked his friend Zhu Xiao to check Ying Tian's past. I found out that 5 years ago, at the same time as my car accident, Ying Tian also suffered a car accident. Two seemingly unrelated clues converged at the same time. The sudden appearance of Zhu Xiao, president of Zhu's group, made Ying Tian doubt the identity of Jin Xi. How can an ordinary bodyguard meet someone of this level? On the other hand, Shang Li Bai's desire for control is becoming more and more pathological. He used the Rhine to deal with Ying Tian, but he just wanted to stage a drama of a hero saving the beauty, so that Ying Tian could completely rely on himself. But all his plans were completely disrupted by the variable Jin Xi. After the plan was revealed, Shang Li Bai quickly engaged her in order to annex the Rhine family's property, attempting to draw a line. At the engagement party, he publicly announced the dissolution of the engagement, blaming Rhine for all the crimes. Rhine completely collapsed, and she realized that she, like Ying Tian, was just a pawn of Shang Li Bai And Ying Tian finally learned the true identity of Jin Xi from his friends. The third generation of the Jin family has a single seedling, and his temperament has changed dramatically due to the tragic death of his mother at the hands of the underworld 5 years ago. After being expelled by his family, he claimed his death in a car accident. All the pieces of information pieced together point to a hidden truth. Ying Tian decided not to escape anymore, and she forced herself into her deepest memory through hypnotherapy from a psychiatrist. In the chaotic dream, she finally saw clearly. 5 years ago, in a villa in Harbor City, she accidentally broke the deal of the underworld syndicate. When she was about to be killed, a teenager saved her, and he was the young Jin Xi. In order to protect her eyewitness Ji, Jin Xi took her to escape, but was involved in a car accident on the way. He pushed her down a hill to keep her alive. I fell into the deep sea with a person and a car. That photo she took of him on the run. And the dream she had repeatedly was this sealed traumatic memory. The truth comes out. Ying Tian rushed out of the clinic and found Jin Xi. She put on the butterfly tail ring that had appeared countless times in her dreams. It was the relic of Jin Xi's mother, and it was also a token that he fell at the scene of a car accident that year. She asked him if we had known each other 5 years ago. Jin Xi looked at her. There was no longer any disguise or temptation in his eyes, only the pain of being lost and found. He finally admitted that he had never lost his memory, but he was afraid to recognize her. He was afraid that the hatred he carried would put her in danger again. At this moment, the desperate Shangli Bai kidnapped Ying Tian in an attempt to make a final struggle. Jin Xi single-handedly killed him. He is no longer a bodyguard, but the heir of the Jin family who returned from the bath of blood. He took out all the guards and knocked Shangli Bai to the ground with one punch. He hugged Ying Tian tightly and told her that he had hidden his identity only to return to her in the safest way possible. All disguises, temptations, and calculations have come to an end. After 5 years, they finally found each other. This time, he doesn't have to play anyone anymore. He's just her Jin Xi, and she finally waited for the moment when her dream came to life.